Traveling on the Autobahn northeast out of Frankfurt, we were going to Worbis to see a bear rescue, the alternative bear park. The bear park in Worbis has been operating for almost 20 years now, providing excellent care for bears that needed a new home.
Now we're inside a cage that a lot of these animals would originally live in, like a little roadside zoo, places that weren't so great. So you'd have a tire and pretty much just a cage floor. So they're showing you what the animals lived in. Actually, probably a lot of situations were a lot worse than this.
It's sad knowing a cage like this would drive a bear crazy, but yet so many were kept under these conditions before they came here. A bear can live over 30 years, but many times people will only want to try to exploit a young bear and then subject them to a life in a small cage, or sometimes even euthanize them when they no longer serve their purpose. A good tip is to always follow a food cart when searching for captive animals in such a large enclosure like this one. Bears are omnivores, so they get a large variety of food. It wasn't long after the caretaker tossed in some food that we saw our first bear. You could see that they had some issues with walking and eating, a reminder of their cruel past and the inhumane conditions that they once lived in. Humans can be selfish and cruel to treat such an amazing animal like trash. But humans can also be kind and caring, like the ones caring for these bears now. Another bear came up to get some food. We continued on the pathway, stopping to test our strength.
Go pick up the 50 kilograms. Pick up. Babe, pick up 50 kilograms. Here. I'll do the 300 kilograms. Okay, I can't do that. Alright, I could do it, but we're going to be late for this tour. Let's go.
It was cool to have a little break from the seriousness of the situation, as reflecting on mankind's cruelty can be depressing. It takes some wonderful people to take care of abused animals, and my appreciation goes out to them. It was great to see these bears in large natural enclosures. Living on concrete will hurt a large animal's joints, as well as bears love to dig, so living out here in the woods provides a great home for these bears. Even in this paradise, the animals had reminders of their past, scars both mentally and physically. They weren't alone here, as this park also houses wolves as exhibit companions for the bears. Having them around is living enrichment for these bears. This wolf here is scent marking, a way for him to claim his territory. Well, territory that's already claimed by these much larger bears. The wolves had plenty of room to avoid the bears. The brown bear is the most widely distributed of all the bears. Brown bears once roamed all over Europe, most likely evolving from Siberia. Brown bears and wolves in the wild are now only found in a small percentage of territory they once had in Europe. Not only was this park great for the animals, but also for people that were trying to get some pictures. Well, those that can take great pictures. I am still trying. After I took my blurry wolf picture, in came this very light brown bear. Even black bears can come in this lighter color. It is something to just stand feet away from a large animal like the bear, even if they give you that grumpy bear look all the time. Also on the tour path, we saw a very nice place where you could sit and relax that overlooked one of the large pens. They also had informative displays about various subjects that affect the bears, like trophy hunting, Asian bear farms where they extract bile from gallbladders from bears confined to very small crates, and also the mistreatment of bears in entertainment situations like the circus. It is reassuring in the human race that we have such places like the alternative bear park, a place that treats these magnificent animals with some respect. Please read this video's description for ways to help the bears, and as always, thanks for watching.